What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Alright, we're coming back to Pearl Jam. Yes, indeed. Pearl Jam fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Armando Milicevic. Or Milicevic. I'm not sure, is it Milicevic or Milicevic? Uh-oh, I'm not sure. I'm gonna... You know what? I'm gonna go with Milicevic. I hope that's right. If it's not right, Armando, let me know. Armando wanted to see me do something a little different, a little unusual. And the reason he wanted me to do this is because there's always been this discussion of Pearl Jam drummers. Who's the better Pearl Jam drummer? I don't know. I have no idea. He suggested I do this. Now, he suggested this way back at the beginning of the channel. This request has literally been sitting at the top of the queue for months. And the reason it's been sitting at the queue for months is I didn't know how I was going to do this without it being an hour-long video. I sat here, I racked my brain, I'm like, how am I gonna make this fair? So here's what we're gonna do. He provided me with 3 links. The 3 links are, there's a link of Dave, there's a link of Jack, and there's a link of Matt. They're all playing the exact same song. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a specific part of that song and I'm gonna play that particular part from all 3 videos. So there's gonna be some pausing, there's gonna be some moving around, there's gonna be some this and that, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the song Even Flow. We're gonna take the bridge, the breakdown, okay? And we're gonna go from the breakdown into the final chorus. Not the whole chorus, just into it. We're gonna see how well these guys are able to play. Now look, any drummer can play loud, okay? I'm curious to see how these drummers play on a softer, subdued part. Are they gonna play heavy-handed? Are they gonna rush? Are they gonna drag? Are they going to stay right in tempo? Or are they gonna be stiff? Are they gonna be sitting back in the pocket and grooving? Are they gonna be on top of the beat? I don't know. We're gonna find out. So we got Dave Abruzzi, we got Jack Irons, and we got Matt Cameron, all playing Even Flow, the bridge section, the breakdown section, coming out of the guitar solo. All right, we're gonna see how this goes. I don't know how this is gonna go. I have no information on the videos. I don't know who posted it. I don't know how many views they are. I just have these 3 links. That's it. So we're gonna go with this. We're gonna see how this turns out. I will put links to all 3 videos down in the description so you can watch the full videos at your leisure if you'd like. Will this get you there? I don't know. I don't have a view count. So we're literally kind of going into this blind. And I guess in a way, I'm kind of glad we're doing it this way because there's no preconceptions. I have no idea what concerts these are from. I have no idea what years these are from. I just know that this is Dave, this is Jack, and this is Matt. Here are the links. Let's go with it. So we're going to go with it. Other than that, there's nothing else left to say. Links to all 3 videos will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Looks like we are doing from MTV Unplugged. Okay, so this is Even Flow from Unplugged. All right, I put it about 320. I didn't want to listen to too much. I think there's some of the guitar solo in here. I don't know if I'm completely out of it, but this should give us a good idea. All right, so let's see. Let's see what Dave can do on this part. flash use. Okay. I got a pretty good feel for it. I think. He likes his cymbals, man. He really does. And he does. Here's the thing I like about him when he's in the cymbals. Now, granted, this isn't an acoustic setting, so he's playing a little more, I think from a dynamic standpoint, he's playing a little more subdued, obviously, but, he's hitting the cymbal. I like his off-tempo use of cymbal usage. Like, not off-tempo, off-beat cymbal usage. Really nice. Love that hi-hat stuff he was doing toward the beginning there. The rolls, but the on the hi-hat, really nice. And I also like his technique where to really get the accent on that roll, he brought his elbow up over the hand. Just to give it a little harder accent. Really nice. Really, really nice. Yeah, so far so good. All right. Moving on. Let's go to Jack Irons now, shall we? I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Okay. This is Pearl Jam from 1995. Okay, I'm guessing Jack Irons is on the drum. That's what I was told. I was told this is Jack Irons, so we'll find out. All right, so we're starting in the guitar solo just like we did before with the Unplugged with Dave. So we're gonna give it about a minute and a half, see where this goes, and we'll go from there. All right, let's see what happens here with Jack Irons. Oh, nice dynamics. Speed down a little bit. Nice toms. Nice toms there. Yeah, okay. There is a clear difference between Dave and Jack. There's a clear difference. Dave is definitely more aware of cymbals than Jack is. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jack is hitting cymbals, but it's almost as if Jack is hitting cymbals out of necessity. Like, he'll hit the cymbal when it's needed. Like, it has to be there, so he'll hit it. But it almost feels like there's a reluctance from Jack Irons to hit the cymbal. Whereas with David Brucey, man, he is all about cymbal color and hitting cymbals in different ways, using the side of his stick to hit the rim of the cymbal, or using the tip or the bottom of the stick to hit the bells up at the top. So definitely an approach to cymbals. Also a different approach to snare work. Where David Brucey has more of a feel for cymbals, Jack definitely has more of a feeling for snare and toms, without question. Especially the fill, that last fill there. Let me hear that last fill one more time. Right there, diddle-diddle-diddle, you know, trading off snare tom, snare tom, snare tom, snare tom, snare tom, snare. Jack did a great job of using the snare and the toms, whereas I believe Dave would have done more of a, I mean, he would have hit toms and snare too, but he also would have incorporated cymbals into it somehow. So, very different in their playing approach. Let's check out Matt. Let's see what happens with Matt now. Same thing. We're going to do the exact same area. I gotta cue it up, though, so give me a second. I'll be right back again. We're back. We're back. All right. Okay, so now we got Even Flow live. Imagining Cornice. Okay. This is with Matt Cameron. Tell by the haircut. That's Matt Cameron. All right, same thing. We're starting towards the end of the guitar solo. We're going to come out into the final chorus. Cool. All right, let's see what Matt's going to do. Fast. Wait a minute, this isn't fair. It's not really fair. Drum solo is not. That's not the deal. I'm not grading any of this. Okay, just to be clear, the drum solo, I'm not counting any of that. I'm completely ignoring that. I'm focusing more on the feel coming out of the guitar solo when the guys came back in with the guitars, the groove he had going. That's what I'm focusing on, like I did with the other two. Okay, first of all, tempo's a lot faster. A lot faster. This is the fastest tempo between the three. I mean, it was solid. It was super solid. He's very ride heavy. Matt's drumming is very ride cymbal driven on this part. He was on that ride constantly through the whole thing. Now, that's a good thing. It's a bad thing. It's a good thing because the ride pierces. The ride is going to pierce through sharper than anything else will. Other than an ice bell. If you're using an ice bell, that would probably pierce over a ride. But a ride is going to pierce through everything else on the drum kit. So on stage and in the crowd, you're going to hear that ride driving the song forward. That's a good thing. But because you're kind of having your right hand being a slave to that ride the whole time, you're going to have a hard time filling out the rest of the drums with just the left hand doing snare and cymbal hits and tom fills and stuff like that. So you're kind of handcuffing yourself when you're doing that. But I see the purpose of it. I see the reason. But what I was really looking at was the fill coming out of the chorus. You know, the da 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 ba da 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 da. Yeah, and then that's where I paused it. But I was listening to what he was doing fill wise there. A lot more simplistic than what Jack Irons did. Jack Irons was, you know, tom snare, tom snare, tom snare, tom snare, tom snare. Abruzzi was more cymbal, you know, color, but still playing the drums and the cymbal. Matt took a far simpler approach and was a little more heavy-handed in it. Kind of a balance between the two. Kind of like the middleman between what Jack did and what Dave did. He kind of took a little bit of both and made it his own, but in a more simplistic way. The simplicity may be because of the tempo. I mean, like I said, this is the fastest of the three, so he may have had to keep it somewhat because of the speed of it. So I'm not 100% sure. Interesting. It's interesting to see the three different styles. I'll talk about it in the review. Well, there you go, folks. That was Pearl Jam. But in particular, on the drums, we had Dave Abruzzi, Jack Irons, and Matt Cameron. Okay? And this was a request from Armando Milicevic. He wanted to see me, you know, compare the three. Okay, so I'm going to do this. And here's the thing. This is not something... This is such a gray area with me because it's comparing, and I don't like comparing. I don't like, you know, who's the best. Does it really matter? I mean, if you think about it, you know, saying that this individual person is the best, that's a matter of opinion, you know, and I don't want anybody to take this as the gospel, okay? This is what I think. This is my feel, okay? This is how I feel. I am not expecting everybody to agree with me. As a matter of fact, I'm expecting most people to probably disagree with me. And you're more than welcome to disagree with me. All I'm saying is, don't be a jerk about it. You know, please, by all means, disagree with what I say. And amongst each other in the comments, feel free to engage with each other and debate. And I got no problem with debating. But guys, keep it clean. Keep it civil, okay? Make your points, okay? But don't attack people. Don't sit there and call people names and stuff like that, because you know me, I'm not going to tolerate it. I'll block you.
Block! Block!
I don't think you want to be blocked, so don't get blocked. All right, between the three, here's what I heard. Dave, very artistic with his cymbal usage. Has a great concept of how to use cymbals and get different sounds out of the same cymbal using different techniques. He knows and understands cymbal color. Really, really nicely done. Jack Irons, very much about the skins, very much about runs and fills, and he's very heavy-handed, very strong drumming, especially on those toms in particular. Matt, very much a very well-rounded jack of all trades, master of none. He is super well-rounded, but doesn't really shine on any one particular thing. I mean, he's got a great concept of usage of cymbals, in particular ride. Not as well as Dave Abruzzi does. He also knows how to hit skins, and he knows how to fill. Not to the extent that Jack Irons does, you know? So Matt Cameron's kind of the middleman. Like I said, jack of all trades, master of none. My personal favorite between the three, being a bassist, I'm very much about heavy-handedness, and I'm very much about skin fill. So if I am forced to choose between the three, I'm kind of leaning toward Jack Irons a little bit, if I'm being honest here. Listen, I'm not knocking Dave Abruzzi.
Nope.
I'm not. I think he's a phenomenal drummer. He's got a great concept of cymbal usage. And if you like cymbals, you're going to like Dave Abruzzi. Definitely. I'm also not knocking Matt Cameron.
Nope.
Phenomenal drummer, very solid, very well-rounded. He can do it all, okay? Being a bass player, I lean more towards skins and skin usage and fills and getting the most out of the drums that you possibly can. So I lean more towards Jack Irons, okay? If I was to break it down out of a score of 100, 30% would be, I would do 30, 30, 40. Okay, honestly, Dave and Matt, I put about equal. I put Jack just a little bit above, not much. We're talking about a jump from 30 to 40. It's not that big of a jump out of a scale of 100 if you really think about it. I do like Jack's style a little more conducive toward me, okay? Now, like I said, does that mean that Jack Irons is the best Pearl Jam drummer? No, it does not mean that at all. All that means is, me personally, I prefer his playing style a little bit better. That's all, okay? Take that for what it's worth. And like I said, do not take what I say as the gospel. Anybody who takes what I say as the gospel, as the be-all, end-all, you are fooling yourself, okay? And that doesn't just go for this video, that goes for every video I've ever done, okay? Remember, folks, everything I say is based on one thing and one thing only, my opinion, okay?
That's the truth.
My opinion may count. My opinion does count. It counts for me, Is my opinion fact?
No!
No. My opinion is not fact. I might state facts within what I say, but that does not mean that my opinion is 100% true. And I really need to make sure that everybody understands this, especially in a situation like this where I'm being asked to compare drummers, okay? That's the first thing. Don't ever take what I say as the gospel. It's not, okay? Second thing, and I really need to make this clear, I am not doing another one of these. I'm not doing another comparison for anybody, for anything. Do not ask me to do this ever again. I felt very uncomfortable doing this. I did not really enjoy doing this because you're asking me to compare oranges to apples. You're asking me to compare, guitars to violins. You're asking me to compare football players to golfers. They're all completely different, okay? Yes, they're all three drummers, but they're all three different stylistically, and they all have their goods, they all have their bads. So to ask me who's the best, no, I'm not going to do that. So please do not ever ask me to do any of these comparisons ever again, because I'm not going to do it. I will just tell you flat out no, okay? Flat out. And the only reason I did this is because it was brought to my attention. There was this big debate going on in one of the videos. I don't remember which video it was, but there was this debate going on of who's the better drummer, and Armando said, why don't we do a comparison? Okay, fine, so I fell for it. But I don't want to do this again. I really don't. I did it because it was a request. Armando requested it. There you go. I'm glad I could finally do the request for you, Armando, but it took me how many months to figure out how I was going to do it, so I'm not going to do it again. No score. No score. I can't score this. I gave my opinions. There it is. So there you go. No score. Just my opinion. I've spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell, and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.